We're good. So. Onwards. So 3 of those. I'm kind of assuming the way this is going to work is I'll get up to level 2 and then the demon will appear. Or at least, you know, the game's going to get me to level 2.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Something nasty, mean, horrible thing. Liver paralysis. I will use that as well. Probably now. What is that? Oh, hang on. Get rid of that. A sloth demon, right. So, as we know, sloth demons are only dangerous, well, most dangerous at least, when they're actually compelled to do something, which they don't like doing. So I'm guessing I can talk to this guy. Yeah, you saved the game.
So, you are the mortal being hunted, and the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually. And perhaps there will even be scraps left.
I know this already because I read it. Can get some now. What do you know about this demon? There we go.
I know that you will fail your test, and he will eat you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. Oh, I tire of you already.
I'm going to ask this even though I've already read it, but, you know, just for posterity or something.
I am a spirit of sloth. Yes, a creature of the fade. Unlike yourself, mortals are ever the visitors here. Still, you serve your function. Only the mortals like yourself are truly annoying.
Mortals like myself?
You are aware. A mortal with power and will. The sort of creature that some spirits hunger for. I might be inclined for such a meal myself. It would be interesting to see the mortal world through your eyes, live inside your form. But I am disinclined to begin such a struggle.
Lucky me.
Indeed. Now, what do you want with me?
Oh, it's a sarcastic looking me, actually. I'm not going to ask this thing for help. I know I might be passing up on something here, but I don't want to have to, you know, feel obliged to go through every conversation just for seeing it when I want to play a character who's quite brash and doesn't really particularly ask for help that much, and so I need to go.
Then leave me to my rest.
Well, I didn't ask you to get up, did I? But it's updated. And I looked at the creature and it became me. A veritable copy of my form, and my very mind stared back at me as if from within a mirror. I thought sure it was a trick, an illusion meant to put me off guard. But as I engaged the thing with my sword, it fought me with maneuvers that I recognized. It parried, and I parried. Is this relevant? Oh, the sloth demon, okay, it is. It swung as I swung. It spoke to me and said things only I could know. I think this demon of sloth was no form of identity of its own. It's envy as much as... It is envy as much as sloth, I believe, and mine was not the first shape it stole that day. So that's an excerpt from... him. The most difficult assumption for some who study demons is to overcome the notion of what a sloth demon is, and in itself slothful. If that was so, it seems highly unlikely that any such demons would cross the veil into our own world. Yeah, because they'll be too lazy to. Or ones here would fight to possess a creature with a will of its own, and we know both these things not to be the case. Certainly, some demons are lazy and complacent, but who knows? Perhaps these creatures even cultivate such a reputation. Yeah, deceitful. The truth is that demons of sloth are named so because this is the portion of human psyche that they feed upon. Doubt, apathy, entropy. Okay. They seek to spread these things. The sloth demon hides in its forms, a master of shapes and disguise, always in the last place you look, and from its hiding place it spreads its influence. A community afflicted by a demon of sloth could soon become a defiliated pit where injustices are allowed to pass without comment, and none of the residents could be aware of such a change is even taking place. The sloth demon weakens, tires and tears the edges of consciousness and would much rather render its victim helpless than engage it in true conflict. Such creatures are best faced only with a great deal of will and only with an eye of to piercing their many disguises. That's interesting. I like that. Okay, let's move on. And that is that. Check our map. So, yep, that's about all there is. There's him and him. Let's go back here and see if this demon appears. Now again, the sloth demon, if I managed to coerce him, would probably do something pretty nice for me. Maybe. Or I could get into a fight and get a bunch of experience, but he can't be bothered with me, so I can't be bothered with him. And yep, the mouse is still there. I'm kind of thinking maybe the demon will appear. We'll see. Oh, well then. What now? Restores some of the user's health. Some of it. Not all of it, some of it. Maybe I do have to speak to the sloth demon and get it to do something.
You have Valor's star. There is nothing else I can do for you.
Fine. Alright, we'll go and speak to him again since he seems to be the only other place we can go. Yep, that seems to be it. Alright then, we will speak to the sloth demon then. In order to proceed in the game. I suppose there are trials in themselves and the demon is, you know, just the climax of it. Let's see if he has anything else to say.
What is it now, mortal? Are you not dead yet?
Not yet. I need to click this.
You have a very nice staff.
Yep.
Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why, most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
I'm not like a complete dick. You could help me fight the demon? Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears. Quite manipulative. I mean, not evil, my character. Not evil, but just someone who will sort of coerce someone to you know, see things a certain way that suits him.
I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
You can't just suggest something and then change your mind. It's useless talking to you. Mouse wants to learn. Teach him. Teach him.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend.
Oh boy.
Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Nice. Alright, I'm going to do this riddle because I really enjoy riddles as a person. Now it'll be interesting to see if the answers you get with the riddles are sort of influenced by your stats. So if you have high cunning, for example, or some other sort of thing, whether that alters the number of choices maybe, or points to one of the choices. That would be quite neat. But we'll see, because I'm going to be quite skeptical of riddles. You are joking.
Indeed not. Amusement is difficult to come by, and I shall take it in the place of a meal, if I can.
I'm not sure I want to provide him with either.
Very well, I accept your challenge. Very well. Here we go.
Truly? Oh, this gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
A map. That works. A map works. Yeah, that just seems right. You're a map. And I've got 6 choices here, so I'm not sure whether what I said earlier about the cunning or whatever affects the number of choices or what the choices are. Anyway, a map.
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
Rarely touched, but often held. Your tongue. I mean, yeah, a witty person would use their tongue well, and you're always holding your tongue, but yeah, I mean that's the expression, right? So, and you don't often touch your tongue, do you? So I'm gonna go with that. Again, I'm vaguely disappointed that it just gives me what looks to be an arbitrary choice, and I have to pick as a player, with my character having very little choice in this whatsoever. It's my intelligence as a player that's answering, which does, like, you know, it works, but I prefer, like, in the case of a game like Planescape Torment, your character's intelligence and charisma and wisdom have a lot to play in how they interact with the game, rather than your intelligence as a player, which I actually prefer in this sort of game. Nevertheless, that is my answer.
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
An annoying riddler. Music? A book? Could be a few. It could be a couple of things, actually. Alright, it's not an annoying riddler. It's not a liar. Could be music, could be a book. But you do remember books, don't you? You remember music as well. You might... I think it's a dream. Spin a tale and charge... never really charge... You don't pay for dreams, do you? You can charge for a book and for music. That's the thing. You don't charge... And that's the only one that's free. It'll amuse you for an entire evening, night. But alas, you won't remember me. You don't really remember dreams, do you? So I'm going to go with dream. Yay.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction.
Yay!
So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
That bear is cooler than my bear. And Mouse the bear. Quest updated. Mouse to take shape of a bear. Yeah. Mouse mentioned the... okay, that works. That works. Alright, so now my experience vastly increased there. Friendly fire. Okay, the powers of magic are significant but can be uncontrollable. Mages have access to spells like Fireball that affect a whole area rather than just a single target. While these spells are useful against groups of enemies, they are also indiscriminate and will harm friend and foe alike. At least the easy difficulty setting, however, party members take no damage. Well, I'm a medium, so... Controlling party members. A new party member has joined you. You can take control of this character directly by left-clicking on his or her portrait, or... oh yeah, there it is. Or body. Alternatively, you can use the tactics menu, V. Is that V? Oh no, it's slash. Actually, it might not be slash, it might be hash for this keyboard. To adjust how the AI controls it. Let's try that now. Yeah, it's hashtag. There's mouse. Alright, this red text is kind of difficult to see. Okay, so we'll just do custom... uh-oh. Just be aggressive. Oh, I've messed it up. Alright, well here we go then. Enemy. Any. Action. Attack. So, attack an enemy, basically. And let's see. This might take a little bit of getting used to. If your health goes below 25%, then wait. How about leave, run, or something? Switch to a ranged weapon. Or use a potion, even though I'm sure you don't have any because you're a bloody bear. But all right then, save the preset. It's custom 1. Okay, I kind of grasping that. I'm getting there, and I can control him like this. I'm a bear. Like this. Okay, I'll control myself. The bear can handle itself. A mouse, the bear, can handle itself in this fight against the demon. I'm assuming you are following. You are. Good. Okay. Uh-oh. So you're fighting? Okay, good. Right, use... oh, use 1. Heal mouse. Okay, good. Right, that worked. And yeah. Paralyze it. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Brilliant. Achievement unbloody locked. Vase of healing. Go get. I'm not keen on the achievement thing, by the way. Take them all. Twisted structure. The Black City Codex. No traveller in the Fade can fail to spot the Black City. It's one of the few constants of the ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible, or always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equivalent to from the Black City. I think that all points are like equal from, probably. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which is perhaps the least of their worries. So I think that was what it referred to at the very start of the game, in the tutorial. But I don't know why it told me about that there. What's this got to do with the Black City? I don't see it in the background. Not quite level 2 yet, because I wouldn't mind the lightning spell, but We're just going to have to do this, because the demon's just around the corner. Unless there's another enemy going to pop in. I'm going to save it. I do like how it saves automatically for you, but that is a bit of a warning that something bad's going to happen. And yep, there is now something there. Rage demon. Alright, mouse. Come along. Yep, there we go.
There is a spirit of rage.
And I shall speak to him. He's pretty much what I expected.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
It's 2 against 1. You really want to fight us both? If I lose, Tempest will still cut you down. Come and get me if you can. It's inevitable. So here we go. He'll just be like, it's twice the meal. And I'm not going to try and get out of this fight because I know I have to beat him. So I am going to beat him.
Oh, I shall. So this creature is your offering, Mouse.
Oh.
Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Ah.
And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
Pause it. He's casting Firebolt. Well, I'm going to cast this. Maybe I'll interrupt his spell casting. And Mouse. Interesting little backstory there for Mouse. Oh, some Wisp Wraiths as well. I'll focus on this guy though. Did it work? Look, cast it. I'm right clicking. That's terrible. Heal him. Just for now. Yeah, he's hit. Okay, that works really well. Happy with this. He's dead. Sweet. Nice.
You did it. You actually did it.
You helped.
When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought any of you were worthy.
The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names? Sounds like your help was unusual. Why? It's all a little too easy. It was pretty easy.
That is because you are a true mage. One of the few. The others, they never had a chance. The Templars set them up to fail, like they tried with you. I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is hope. You can be so much more than you know.
Anything to survive like an animal or worse. I'm not going to have too much. I don't like people who, you know, I feel sort of betrayed and stuff by him. I mean, okay, he did help me, but I'm not too happy with him. So, and yeah, so I'm going to go with this one. It seems to fit.
I am what the Fate has made me. Am I to blame for that? Deciding to exist or not exist is not a fair choice. I had no hope. You have shown me other possibilities. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
You know what? No, because how do I know this? He is a pride bloody demon. That's what he is. Because he looks like a man, and that may well be my true test. This guy. Oh, there we go. It even says there. I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test. I'm kind of disappointed that the game put that in there, because I worked out that from my own sort of like knowledge of the game and reading stuff about pride demons and stuff like that. Now the game's pointing it out. Nevertheless, let you in? No, I'm starting to think that the demon wasn't my test, because that's just exactly what I said in my commentary.
What? What do you... Of course it was. What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential?
Pride demon.
You are a smart one.
Yep.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride.
Oh dear.
Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
I never saw his face. That could be significant. Very good. Never enter battle with your bare hands. Use the inventory screen to equip new weapons and armor. For quick access to restored items, drag them from your inventory into your quick slot bar.
Are you alright? Say something, please.
A demon! Die, demon! Is this the Fade? I'm going to be a bit confused, I suppose, so I can forgive myself for that.
You're in the dormitory. Take a deep breath. You're safe. Oh, I'm glad you're alright. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Easy. It was harrowing. It was a test of ability, that is all. Stop pestering me, we're friends, but don't ask this. You know I can't tell you. Bit of a smart ass, I suppose. It was harrowing.
Is that why they don't tell us what it's about? I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise.
No. We'll go through it soon enough. I mean, that's not really, you know, we know this. Oh, no, maybe the harrowing... it's just a name and they don't even know they have to go into the Fade. I thought, like, they knew they had to go into the Fade, but they didn't know why or what they were going to face there. But it turns out going into the Fade is actually the secret. So I'm not going to tell him, I'm not going to say I really shouldn't, because that's sort of like Number Pam being about, you know, it's like, yeah, well, I don't think my character's a sort of a, I don't know, quite sure sort of person. He's quite, you know, he knows what he wants type thing. He's quite decisive, at least. You'll get through it soon enough.
And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
Don't worry much about it. Pass my test, that's all I care about. I'm not going to go ahead and say that, because I'm not like a selfish dick. In that regard, at least. But when it comes down to it, I will get myself through. So... Will someone you take the test when you're ready? Any day now, probably. I'm going to be like quite... what's the word? Encouraging.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Doesn't everybody go through the harrowing?
The tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
What is the rite of tranquility? That's the first thing. You worry too much, it's annoying. This is what I wondered.
You've seen the tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
What did they do to him?
He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions.
So like a zombified state. Doesn't sound very good. Doesn't sound too bad. It's an option for those who fear the harrowing.
Yes, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak. And sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages.
Oof.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
Where is he?
He said he'd be in his study upstairs. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Better not keep him waiting. Every time you get a level, your character gains new abilities and improves statistics. Left click on the plus button next to your character's portrait. Oh, there it is. To level up. Let's go ahead and do that then. I'll probably do this and then stop recording for a little bit. I have 3 attributes, so let's see. Specialization, I can't do yet. No, because I think that requires level, not yet unlocked, level 6 or something. I think you, not sure. Anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Let's see. So, attributes. So strength, physical prowess, dexterity is agility, reflexes and balance. Again, willpower. High pool can cast more spells thanks to a deeper mana pool for warriors and rogues. Willpower grants more stamina. Magic. Natural affinity for the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages since it directly increases the character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. Determines how effective potions, poultices and salves are for all classes. And cunning. I'm not overly sure how good cunning is going to be, but I'm going to... it seems like I get 3 per level. So maybe I'll put... Let's see... Just for now I'm going to put 1 in each. I'm going to focus on these 3 like I said. Or maybe like this for now. Because my magic's pretty good. Quite happy with it. And do I get another spell? Yay! Lightning. Lightning or Flame Blast. Friendly fire possible. Bolt of lightning at a target dealing electricity damage. I'm going to go... Activation 20, 10 seconds. 20, 10 seconds. So it's basically the same spell, but what's this? 20 and 8 seconds. Envelops the target in frost, freezing lower level target solid. Doesn't do any damage though. Yeah, dealing electricity damage and dealing fire damage on all targets in the area. So this is basically going back to Dungeons and Dragons. Sort of like flaming hands, flame blast, and lightning. Spell shield, mana drain, walking bomb. It's kind of nice. Mind blast, weakness. Yeah, these are the pure damage ones. And then we go into shock, tempest, chain lightning. I think I will increase my magic. Actually, thinking about it quite a lot because it requires magic to be like awesome at stuff. But I can go into level 2 tier already, so that's quite nice. So I'm going to go with lightning and play. That's interesting.
Did you hear
okay.
anything? Is he all right? Is he awake?
And I think I'm going to pause it and save the game here.
Cullen said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He must be so talented.
Oh yeah.
Someone sounds jealous.
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. Like Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Oh, well, I can't talk to you. Nope. Curses. We got some stuff there. I want to read that. Pressed I. It should be J, shouldn't it? Codexes. What have I got? Creatures. Rage Demon. Encountered in the Fade, a true form of Rage Demon is frightened sight, a thing of pure fire, its body seemingly made of amorphous lava, and its eyes 2 pinpricks of baleful light radiating from its core. I mean, that's brilliant writing, I love that. The abilities of such a demon center on the fire it generates. It burns those who come near, and the most powerful of its kind are able to lash out with bolts of fire and even firestorms that can affect entire areas. Yikes. Unfortunately, even powerful rage demons are less intelligent than other varieties. Their tactics are simple: attack an enemy on sight with as much force as possible until it perishes. Some rage demons carry over the heat-based abilities onto possessed hosts, but otherwise the true form is mostly seen outside the Fade, which is specifically summoned by a mage to do its bidding. Another one as well. Rage demon, no. Oh yeah, the wolves, okay. Attacked by wolves upon civilized folk happens rarely, often in times of desperation, and even only when the wolves have an advantage of numbers. This can change during a blight. When the darkspawn rise to the surface their presence dramatically alters the average nature of normal beasts. This is interesting. In blights past, the corruption of the darkspawn spread through wider areas of Thedas. It would affect the animals found there, and the more powerful of them would survive be transformed into more vicious and dangerous beast. A blight wolf is one such example. Mad with the pain of its infection, and only through the overriding command of the Darkspawn does it still retain some semblance of its packed instincts. Blight wolves are always found in large groups and will tend to overwhelm a single target if they can. That's why they all went after Mouse. Interesting. Well, they went after Mouse rather than me. Using their numbers as an advantage. It is fortunate that these creatures rarely survive their corruption for very long. Indeed. And controls, I don't need to read this. I'm just going to there we go. Alright, so I'm going to save it here and call it a day, and we'll be back for more Dragon Age. So far, really enjoying it. It looks very promising. Very promising indeed. I'm going to just move these before I forget. 1, 2, and put healing on 3, I think. Right, well there we go. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my exploits into Dragon Age Origins so far. Like I said, so far, really enjoying the game. Great looking game, lots of lore, which I like, and yeah, enjoying reading that. And yeah, I'll see you next time, hopefully. Tutorial done, and on to the, I guess, what is like the crux of the main game. Like I say, it will be a pretty long let's play, so I hope you stick with me with it and enjoy as much as I enjoy playing it. So thanks very much. Toodaloo.